we'll be doing this questions tutorial 29. Okay, and the video lesson is for 33. So, Cerebel, do you know that you can watch a video lesson before you attempt the questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, so you know where to find them, So today we are going to learn area and perimeter of plane figures. Then after that, next week we will do solid figures with all shapes. Okay, so today we will cover only a few things: conversion, find area and perimeter. This one will be next week. All right. So we are covering plane figures, volume again solid figures again next week. So basically perimeter. Okay, revision of polygon, quick one. And these are the shapes that we are going to cover and composite. Yeah. Okay, composite for this area and perimeter. Okay, next question. Okay, who is okay then? Okay, so conversion of units. We are now talking about being a length. Okay, length meaning if we are talking about length, 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. But if you are talking about area, 1 meter square is equals to 1 meter multiplied by 1 meter. So your 1 meter square is 100 centimeter multiplied by 100 centimeter. Okay, so that 1 meter square is actually, if you take a look, 10000. So that means 10,000 centimeter square. Okay. Then we talk about shapes like circle, area. To find area of circle, pi r squared. Okay, if the we don't call it perimeter, we call it the circumference. Circumference of circle is pi e, or you want to use 2 pi r. It's the same. Okay. Then we also have area of parallelogram. So when we come to parallelogram, last week we covered already. Okay. Now, since parallelogram they have 2 pairs of parallel sides. So what we can do is, okay, we cut this triangle, then we cut and paste it here, right? Because it's a right angle triangle, right? So do you have this so-called the same area of triangle? So what will it end up? It will end up with a rectangle shape, right? So basically rectangle shape is length multiplied by the breadth. So for this parallelogram, it is also using the length times the breadth, but now the thing is we don't call it the breadth. We call it the length, which is called at the base, okay, and multiply by the height. Now, you must be very careful with the height. Do not use slant height. You use the perpendicular height. I repeat, perpendicular height. I put this in red. Perpendicular height for this. Okay. So for length, for this length and height, right? So rhombus, area of rhombus is quite similar to rhombus. So area of rhombus. Okay. Now rhombus is 4 sides are equal, right? So technically, if you cut them into like that, okay, you can see all these are made up of triangles. Okay, then it will be the sum of the 4 triangles. Now, there's also other ways depending on the question how they asked. Okay, so technically, if rhombus is something like this, okay, they have a very wide So they have four sides equal, right? So, and then they have parallel sides, which this one and this one, they are parallel sides. It works the same for this, okay, yeah? Because I can cut this, right? And then cut the rhombus and then place it to form a square. All right, it will have a basically a vertical perpendicular height for this. Okay, so this one you must also use the base. Let me draw the base. Okay, and this perpendicular height, right? So if you're looking at this type of rhombus, then you can use the two triangle to multiply by 2. Area of this triangle and this area triangle is the same. They are symmetrical. Okay, so you can use the base multiply by the height, and then you times 2, or you can use the base of the rhombus multiply by the perpendicular height, like something like this, similar. Okay, all right. So this is a few concepts that we will cover for today. All right, so we quickly get down to this slide for worksheet 29. Okay. Okay, let me type this message in here because sometimes just now not everyone is here. So this is a repeated one for those, okay? Those who have not, read this message and do it now. Okay, so earlier on in the previous slide, we have this formula called 1 meter square is equals to 10,000 centimeter square. So in order to find 3 meters square, you will have 30,000 cm square. Okay, so 30,000. Then how about 5.8? 10,000 cm square. You have 5.8 meters square. It will be 10,000 multiplied by 5.8. So you have 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. You will have 58,000. Okay, let me check. I need to use my ruler. Okay. It's not done. Okay, 58,000. Okay. All right. Okay. Kaden and Wisely, can you on your camera? Next question, number 2. Now, this is called, I shouldn't say composite. This one is a figure that is made, cut into some other shapes inside the big the square. Okay, so there are 2 semicircles that are cut out from the square cardboard. So he already tell you that this is a square cardboard. All sides must be equal. And there are 2 semicircles. The 2 semicircles are white in color. Okay, before I forget, there is one point I want to talk about pi. Okay, this pi. This is important because I don't want you to use the wrong pi. Now, pi comes in few value here. It can be 22/7. It can be 3.142. For set 1 onwards, you use 3.142. Okay? There's someone in the thing outside. Okay, then another thing is calculator pi. If they did not indicate what pi to use, then use your calculator pi, straightforward. All right? So that's about pi, Okay, then let's talk about taking pi as this. So this is the pi that is given to you. Okay, the area of the remaining shaded So that means the blue part. They are asking for the blue. Okay. Now, you are also required to find the shaded part, but now it's the perimeter. Okay. So let's do part 1 first. Okay. Part 1, in order to find the remaining, that means this is the white. W stands for white. Okay. So white 1. Okay. This is white 2. Now, do you realize the white 1 and white 2, when they add together, what do you get? They get a circle. So you use the square minus the area of the two semicircle. Okay, so I write 2 semicircle will give you a square. Sorry, 1 circle. So in order to find the shaded region, what you need is to find the square first. So area of square. It is a 14 by 14. Okay, 14 by 14 give you 196. And then you find the area of 2 semicircle. So the 2 semicircle will actually give you 1 circle. So pi r squared. So pi r squared, pi was given as 22/7. R was given as 7. Okay, so this one will be 7. The radius will be 7 also. So pi r squared. So reduce them to the simplest form, you will get 154 cm squared for this. So therefore, area of the shaded region, which is the blue part, right? Then you get to get your area of the square, 196 minus 154. You will get 42 cm squared. Okay? All right. So if for part 2, the perimeter of the shaded region, okay, and now it's talking about perimeter. So technically, he is asking you for this. The one that you walk along this line, you walk along this line, and also the curved line called, what do you call this? Semicircle plus semicircle. It's like an hourglass. Okay, so this one, it looks like that. Okay, semicircle plus semicircle, shaded region. So for part B, circumference of circle, that's the first thing we need to do. That is pi d. Okay, pi d will be 22/7, and the diameter will be 14. That will give you 44 because reduced to simplest form. Okay, so the perimeter of shaded region will be, is it 44? Is it 44? Can you this response? When I see response, what do? You have 44 is only the 2 curved line. You need to add your 14 plus 14. Can I have the answer? You need to help me to calculate. Okay. Yeah, because what I always do here is to write. Then I got to, yeah, you got to help me. The other classes they respond very well. Everything they calculate for me. Mostly not everything. Okay. All right. So you try to use calculator, can participate. Huh? Okay. So what is the answer for this shaded region? Is that all? Do I need to add anything else? Okay. And that's for part B. Then, so far,